Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at some of my 12-inch G.I. Joes, and these represent characters from the 1980s comic book series, Real American Hero. And I've customized them using various figures and gear from multiple sources. And starting over here with Snake Eyes, I think the uniform and so forth, I'm not sure exactly which figure it came with. Obviously it has the logo of Real American Hero on it. But I know this vest and so forth, I think this might have come with the Delta Soldier. So yeah, I was able to, sort of piece together various bits and pieces from different places. And it's not perfect by any means. This sword that he has on his back really isn't appropriate for Snake Eyes. He wouldn't use this sort of large sword like that. He really needs more of a ninja kind of sword. But I wanted to have him have at least a few kind of blades, and then also a more traditional weapon too, more like he was in the original introduction of the character. He had a weapon that was more or less like this, and then just sort of having him have stashed knives and weapons and so forth. The visor is from an Action Man skydiver set. It actually had a breathing apparatus on it originally, but I was able to trim that away and just use the visor itself for a Snake Eyes custom. And I thought that looked cool because it actually is reminiscent of the way his original visor looked in some of the early versions in the comic book. So I kind of like that. And overall, all these figures are using basically classic collection style bodies. And if you want to know what the articulation is like on them, I'll put a link in the description to my G.I. Joe articulation guide, where I go over the articulation on various kinds of G.I. Joes. So the articulation on these is the classic collection style. And over here on Roadblock, basically this head sculpt and this vest and the weapon, I believe, are all from the Valor versus Venom version of Roadblock. And then the body itself and the pants and the shirt and probably the boots are all from other classic collection sets. I believe the original version of this figure came with sort of like an orange molded plastic shirt, and it just didn't look very interesting. So, I decided to swap out the head onto a different body and really kind of like make it look a little bit more sophisticated. And the weapon is a little oversized, and I think I may want to swap that out for sort of more traditional weapon for Roadblock at some point. This is just the weapon that came with that figure, but I may want to do something different with it somewhere down the road. And then last but not least, we have Lady Jaye over here. And this one is basically the Vietnam nurse figure that was put out by Hasbro in the G.I. Joe line. And so the uniform and the head sculpt and the body are from that figure. And then I added on this this pack, I think is from the 82nd Airborne G.I. Jane figure, and just adding in various other accessories and so forth, knife, weapon. She really should have javelins as her primary weapon. The closest I could find was sort of like this this sort of missile launcher thing. So that's the closest I could get in terms of a javelin for her. But I did like this this weapon here. Is basically this gun with like a folding stock. So which I thought looked really cool on her. So that's what she's got for now. I don't have a source for kind of javelin style weapons in 1/6 scale. So I'm not really too sure how I'm going to really fully accessorize her so that she looks like the character. But I think for now I'm pretty happy with it. She basically looks the part. She's got the hat. She's got pretty much the right uniform and so forth. So it's a start. So these are sort of always a work in progress in terms of, making them look exactly the way you want them to. One of the nice things about working in 1/6 scale is that you can get various accessories and mix and match, and you can make modifications really easily. And you can source from, various different sources, including, from vintage G.I. Joe to, 21st century toys. There's lots of different options in terms of creating unique things. So I really like working in the scale, and so it's made it real easy to kind of customize these various G.I. Joes. That's pretty much all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of my collection of Real American Hero figures done in 1/6 scale, think about subscribing to the channel because I will be covering more of this in future videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day. And remember, knowing is half the battle. Thanks for watching.